Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be here for yet another video, as I always am. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Charlene, and for those of you who've been around for a while, thank you for making the Savvy family what it is. I really and truly appreciate each and every one of you. Today I'm back with another fragrance video, another perfume video. And I am reviewing a perfume that I talked about recently, about a month ago, when I featured perfumes I'm adding to my collection. I will link that video up top or down below. I received an early birthday present, if you will, very early birthday present. And it was a bag of goodies from my good dear friend. And she gave me Miss Dior Rose N Roses. So this perfume was released earlier this year. This is an eau de toilette, and I had not tried it. I have the original Miss Dior eau de parfum, but I wasn't familiar with this. So when I got it, I was super excited. I did not know what to expect, but from the very bottle, I just thought it was going to be a very nice summer fragrance, maybe a spring fragrance, just simply based on the bottle. So it's very girly, very beautiful and feminine. And so I have worn it a couple of times, and I will just go through it, tell you guys what I think about it. And yeah, so I made notes while I was wearing it, like I typically do if I'm not doing like a full day wear test where I'm documenting it, coming and checking with you guys. I am documenting it by writing what I think about it. So Miss Dior Rose N Roses, this is a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle. First up, we will start by the design, which of course I like a lot. I love the bow. I have a thing for bows. I don't know what it is, but I do like it a lot. Upon smelling this fragrance right out of the bottle, I honestly did not like it. I didn't. I'm gonna be super honest with you all and transparent. I did not like it. It just smelled super floral to me, which it is. It is a classic floral fragrance. But of course, I have learned to not judge a book by its cover or a perfume by its initial first scent. So I let it settle down on my skin. And the more I wore it, the more I started to appreciate certain qualities about the fragrance. So I'll break it down for you guys as quickly as I can, because this is not going to be a very long video. And then, yeah, I will put the notes up here so you guys have an idea what it is composed of. To me, it was all floral, just a super floral fragrance. So the roses and the geranium are what I picked up the most from this. And even to this day, after having worn it for quite a few times, I still feel like, to me, these are the scents that are most prominent. I do not smell any mandarin from this whatsoever, or the citrus notes. My nose does not pick up the citrus vibe from it whatsoever. When it dries down, I do in fact get the musk that is in it. So it dries down with that like musky, almost like powdery scent. 3 hours later, for me, while wearing this, because I typically wear my fragrances from about 7 a.m. for the rest of the workday. So that's a good time to test it out and see what it's all about. So between 7 and 10, the original floral impact that I had upon first spray kind of dried down to a nice, beautiful scent that I enjoyed much more about 3 hours later. I've read a couple of reviews, and people tend to prefer the initial spray, but I personally prefer the dry down. It was just not a love at first sniff for me. I would say that I like this fragrance a lot, most definitely like it. I am still not in love with it after having worn it and after having tested it out. Yeah, and to me, I do agree with some of the comments that I read that there's a soapy type of quality to it. There is definitely a soap-like quality to it when it starts to dry down. So initially, floral, super floral, like almost too much. Dry down, pretty, beautiful, feminine. And then of course there's this soapiness and just a tad bit of sweetness and powderiness. Wow, that's too much. 6 hours into wearing the fragrance, I felt like it was still noticeable, at least for me, So I would say that longevity is there. It lasts about between 5 and 6 hours where you really smell it on you. Beyond that, I don't know if I even noticed it as much, but I kept smelling a very beautiful lingering fragrance on my skin and on my clothing, if I have to be honest. What are my final thoughts about Miss Dior Rose N Roses? I think it has a good blend of geranium and roses. I think that these notes are the notes I definitely pick up the most. It has a musky, almost powdery smell towards the end when it dries down. And there's definitely a soapy vibe to it. Do I love it? No, I don't love it. If I had not received this as a gift, I think I probably would not be running to the store to get it. I'm not amazed by it. If I have to recommend a fragrance for the spring and summer, this would not be my first choice. And so I like the fragrance, I do not love it. And I did not see that coming because I love Dior. I thought for sure I was gonna be all about this scent. I don't know if it's all the floral notes. There are fragrances that are very floral that I absolutely love. I just am not in love with Miss Dior Rose N Roses. I'm really not. Like I said, it lasts relatively long, and it is pretty on the skin towards the end of the day, towards the end of the wear of the fragrance, the life of the fragrance on your skin. As far as compliments, I did not receive anything. I did not receive any compliment. I felt like I smelled pretty, and I felt super feminine wearing it. For me, it's definitely not turning any heads. Like, I did not get a single compliment that the couple of times that I wore it. So towards the end, I solicited a compliment. So I asked my coworker, like, hey, do you like this? She liked it like I do. I don't know if she loved it, because when I made her try à la folie and even the oud bouquet, she was definitely in love with those. She liked this one. She was like, it's very pretty, and I agree, it's very pretty, but I'm not here for this one. I would not personally recommend it to my BFFs if they were looking for their next light, fresh floral fragrance. I would go for something else because this is just not my jam. I'm not a super fan. It's likable. I don't anticipate that it will grow on me. These are my final thoughts. Let me know if you guys own this fragrance, if you've tried it. What do you think about it? And did you have a similar experience? Likable fragrance, not a love for me, and I personally don't recommend it. So this doesn't happen very often, y'all. Like, I typically love almost everything, and I'm always shocked in a good way that some things are just not sitting right on my love list. And if you're into that floral, geranium, rose type of vibe, here's your fragrance. But this is not for me. That is it for my video. As always, I am super thankful that you guys stuck around towards the end if you did. And if you did in fact stick around to the end, I will do like the typical YouTube vibe. Spam the comments with a pink flower for the pink bottle, which is very appropriate because we are in October, which is super important because I totally, I'm here for finding a cure. I'm here for all of that. So in support of breast cancer, spam the comments with pink flowers down below. And I will know for sure that you guys looked at the video. Well, you can always skip to the end. I thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.